Lisa, wait.
Of an emergency, there's a detailed cabin safety card located in the seat pocket in front of Aloha Kakou. Here at Hawaiian Airlines, your safety is our #1 priority. So please give us a few minutes of your attention as we share the important safety features of this aircraft. If you haven't already, please fasten your seatbelt. Insert the flat end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. To release, lift the top portion of the buckle and pull away. Seatbelts should be worn low and tight. It is Hawaiian Airlines policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times when seated. When the seatbelt sign is not illuminated, you can leave your seat if necessary. When you return, please refasten your seatbelt. There are 7 emergency exits on this aircraft marked with red and white exit signs. There are 2 forward doors, one on the left and one on the right, 4 window exits, 2 on each side of the aircraft, and a rear door that leads to the tail cone exit. Please locate the 2 exits nearest you. Keep in mind that these exits may be in front of or behind you. Emergency path lights near the floor will guide you to the emergency exit. The cabin is pressurized for your comfort. If the cabin pressure changes in flight, an oxygen mask will appear from a compartment above your seat. When this happens, quickly reach for the mask and pull firmly toward you. This will start the flow of oxygen. Please make sure the plastic bag is clear of the mask and place the yellow cup over your nose and mouth. Secure it over your nose and mouth with the elastic band, which can be tightened by pulling on tabs located on either side of the mask. The plastic breather bag may not inflate. Continue to breathe normally until we tell you it is no longer needed. If you're traveling
will change. Any switches on board, please refrain from switching to the designated area outside of the airport terminal. If you checked items today, such as stolen coffee or personal water, please allow around staff a few minutes to collect your items. These will be made available in the jetway just outside of the aircraft door. If you're continuing on to another flight today, please refresh your Hawaiian Airlines mobile app or check the screens in the holding area for risk of safety assignments. And if Maui is your final destination and you checked in luggage, you may pick up your items in the Hawaiian Airlines baggage claim area, which is on the ground level. On behalf of Hawaiian Airlines Ohana, especially for its flight to past environment or staff safety, it has been our pleasure to reach your customs today. Thank you for choosing fly with Hawaiian Airlines. Until we have the pleasure of presenting our future flight, we bid you awamen aloha, mahalo ruho, and when we meet again, have a beautiful rest of day and Happy New Year. And then you are served with a card which you now get to check in or to pre-check your bags when you buy directly with Hawaiian Airlines. We will have these applications as you exit. Feel free to take one for yourself. This is an exclusive in-flight only offer.